Okay, so I came here because I wanted to see what the heck is this video titled this way. Is it clickbait? Is it not clickbait? It's from Sticks, so it may be a little bit of clickbait. But anyway, other than that is yes, finally Project MUGEN is here. Let's see what's going on, because before I even started the video, I went to go check out on the freaking Twitter that they have. They haven't posted anything since like November, I think. Since the time they released that pre-registration was available, that's the only thing they posted. That's the last thing they posted. So let's see what the heck this video is about.
And nobody even knows about it. Nobody is talking about it until now. Project MUGEN is going to be officially playable, as confirmed by NetEase themselves. I'm assuming this is due to the fact that Neverness Whoeverness is approaching a playable state. They are holding a test phase themselves. Project MUGEN, as they very likely don't want to get left behind, given they announced their game first, is trying to get a head start in an active attempt to release before Neverness does. Now, I'm sure you're curious about the details, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. NetEase held their third quarter 2024 earnings call. This is documented over.
To be honest, now I think about it, it kind of doesn't make sense, because both of them games kind of look similar, and both of them games have a lot of similarities to it, which kind of means if, you know, NetEase is behind, then you know what that means. They're going to lose out on a lot of money, because most people be like, well, you know, Neverless is I'm already playing that. I'm gonna just stick with this one. They both about the same. That's how most people gonna think, so it makes sense.
We're on their official website and dozens of others. Numerous different games were mentioned: Destiny Rising, Once Human, Fragpunk, but most importantly was this little section dedicated specifically to MUGEN. They go on to note, we are also planning to start a regional offline technical test soon for our eagerly anticipated open world adventure title Project MUGEN. After another year of intense development and refinement, Project MUGEN is ready to captivate ACG fans with a fresh urban exploration experience. Next up, we're thrilled to also announce our latest product, Marvel Mystic Mayhem, set in the Marvel Universe, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. They have spent the last year in intense development and refinement.
Now, what that means, it means that they've just been developing the game. I don't believe that. Okay, I kind of hate that it stopped right there on that, but I don't believe that they are actually doing no intense refinements. Okay, I think they just been working on the game, and they're like, okay, we may have to push a little bit because we want this out before this come out.
And according to them, the game is now ready to captivate players. This is not them saying, hey, we're releasing a test phase and then we're going to overhaul aspects of it and release 3 years from now. No, this is them saying the game is ready. We're gonna test it, make sure it works, and then we're gonna release it, which is crazy because Neverness was expected to be significantly ahead of MUGEN, but that might not.
Which makes sense, because like I said, MUGEN have not, they have not posted anything on their game. Nevertheless, is still posting games showing how it is, like when they testing certain things. I'm in the server, so I can see all the I see all the stuff anyway. But like when it comes to MUGEN, ain't nothing. They ain't released jack squat about this game. The only thing was like, hey, yeah, this coming, and that's it. We don't know when. Just know it's coming.
Not be the case anymore. Neverness might need to put their foot down on the gas pedal because MUGEN is approaching completion. They have been hard at work. They haven't been releasing regular content on social platforms like Neverness has been. Instead, they have been silent, they've been quiet, they've been working.
See, I told you, they have not said anything. They haven't said anything yet.
Hard, and they have a finalized product to
what the heck is going on in the scene? What?
Show for it. They are holding an offline technical test. I'm unsure if they're going to hold an online test phase as well. We know that Wuthering Waves held an offline technical test and then they released like a month or two later. This could be an indicator as to when MUGEN plans on releasing, or it could just be them saying, hey, we finished the game, now we're gonna test it ourselves, we're gonna make sure it's working, and then we're gonna let you guys test it. Scrolling down a little bit further,
to be honest, I do hope that MUGEN actually succeed. I hope that Neverless actually succeed, because competition is good in the gacha game anyway. So I really do hope they both succeed. And it's not like they really going to be, I mean, some people are going to try to compare it to Genshin or Wuthering Waves, but at the end of the day, these games are not Genshin or Wuthering Waves. They have more stuff than I'm going to be completely real with you. They have more stuff like you can't drive a car in Wuthering Waves or Genshin Impact. You can't do it. You can't do that. You can't own your own house. You can't like do whatever the heck else you could do in freaking Neverless Average. I don't know what you're going to do in Mugen. I mean, it looked like it's about the same thing about like driving cars, probably in the same genre. I don't know what you really call that genre. Probably open world RPG anime style. I don't know. I don't know what you'll call it. But basically, they can't really be compared to those because they got a lot of other things that those two don't have, right? So when these two games come out, you can compare each one back to back because then, I mean, they're going to be in the same ball field. They trying to hit the same amount of players, okay? They're trying to knock the same amount of players out the yard. That's how I see it.
They do note Mugen a few more times. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube.
Before we go any further, make sure you guys subscribe to me. Thank you. And also subscribe to him as well.
YouTube channel members will allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. Thank you for your management for taking my question. My question is on your pipeline. You mentioned some titles earlier in the call, but could you provide more details on the game genre and the expected launch time for the key titles in 2025? Additionally, I'd like to ask a question on Project Mugen. What is the latest status of the game and the expected launch time? To which William Ding responded,
to be honest, before you even read that, I'm pretty sure Mugen is going to be released within like the first half of the next year, probably. Maybe the second half. I give it quarter one or quarter two.
Yes, so let's talk about Fragpunk and Project Mugen. Fragpunk, as we mentioned, that we're going to have a test within this year in December. Based on that test result, we'll decide when to launch the game officially. That's for Fragpunk. As for Project Mugen, as we mentioned, we're going to have the first offline test within this year. That is going to be at some point in December. And we do have high expectations for Project Mugen, not only because we invested a tremendous amount of R&D resources into this product, but also our expectation is that this game is not going to be only another open world action game. It will carry NetEase's thinking about future action games. Based on our 20 years of experience, knowledge of the Chinese game of the gamers and observational gamers, we got a lot of thinking into what the future of this type of game should be and what will be reflected in the game. We have high expectations. Unfortunately, it does look as though they dodged answering the release date. But they
they dodged the answer to the release date. they did not answer that question whatsoever.
They did confirm that at some point in December.
I mean, they didn't even really state what the status of the game was. They just said, yeah, in December we're having a test, and that's about all you're getting.
There is going to be a definitive offline technical test, and it was hinted at being available at some point in 2025. They didn't state that it wasn't launching in 2025, which means if Neverness isn't careful, Project Mugen is going to release before they do. Neverness thought they had this in the bag, that they could release their version of Project Mugen before Project Mugen did, but that might not be the case. Either way.
Yeah, because to be honest, the reason why this is so big is literally because it's whoever gets it first. Whoever gets it first gets majority of the people. That's how it's going to work. Now, after if the game come out and it's trash, and then most people gonna move over to, like, let's say Nevertheless come out after, then most people go over there, or let's say Project Mugen come out, then most people go over there, right? But whoever gets there first gets most of the people to come to them, right? That's literally how it's gonna work. It's like if two freaking, let's use the anime game, right? Let's say Naruto game. Two Naruto games gets pushed to the same time. If one comes out before, most people gonna play the first one and not touch the second one. That's how it works in most gaming industries, though. But that's why I love competition, because then they can go back and forth to try to make the game better.
Either way, I'm excited to see who is going to captivate the urban fantasy market. Players that are interested in the vehicular transportation and exploration. Yes. I just genuinely
finally we got one.
Hope neither game rushes to release before.
Yeah, I do hope they actually do take their time, though. Like I don't want them to rush and then release a game that's garbage because they were trying to rush to beat the other game that's coming out. Like, I think that's just dumb to do. Like, still make sure that your game is playable, because if it's not even playable or, polished enough, you're going to lose the people that you try to gain anyway.
Or the other, because
we so happen to Tower Fantasy anyway.
That game will fail. Hey, you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are going to be on screen in just a moment and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.
What the heck? Anyway, that was a good video. And at the end of the day, I would say, yeah, I can't wait for both of them to come out. I'm gonna be honest, because Neverless and Project Mugen looks fire. Other than that, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and you don't forget to share the video. And yeah, whatever videos that pop up on the screen, you can try to watch those. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.